Okay, guys, so when you first open up this slides assignment, you will see right here that I have given you a map of the world, continents, and oceans, right? So here, if you click on this link at the bottom, it will take you to our world, continents, and maps link. So you can feel free to play any of those games there. This will give you a tutorial, meaning tell you where all of those oceans and maps are. Hopefully you're able to open this up as well. And once it loads, there you go. When you click on the actual continent,
Asia,
it will label it for you and kind of check off. So go through each
North
one.
America, South
I'd
America,
like you to
Pacific
make sure you
Ocean,
learn
Africa,
each one, oceans as
Antarctica
well,
Ocean.
so that you are familiar with them. So that makes a little more sense to you when we're learning about our new topic called continental drift. So a long time ago, map makers 300 years ago started producing the first world maps. And while they were looking at the maps, they noticed that some of these continents seemed like they fit together, kind of like a puzzle, right? So you can see here. So the biggest one that they really pointed out, and I'm going to use my pen here, is that these two, you can see here, they kind of look like they could go together, right? And kind of match. So this was something that one of the scientists, his name was Alfred Wegener, first realized. So here is this video. It's about a minute and 30 seconds that talks about this theory.
Continental Drift. Let's travel back in time and watch continents move. Moving back in time, the Himalayas and Mount Everest disappear as the collision between India and Asia is reversed. Climates are changing. Australia joins Antarctica as India approaches. Going back 150 million years, the continents are joined in three large pieces. South America and Africa are on one landmass. India, Australia, and Antarctica form a second. North America, Europe, and Asia make a third. 225 million years ago, the supercontinent Pangaea exists. Let's watch this movement as it occurred going forward in time. As Pangaea splits into three large pieces, the Atlantic Ocean starts to form. India starts its race to collide with Asia. As the continents take their current locations, India and Asia collide, and the Himalayas and Mount Everest appear. What is next?
Okay, guys, so as you saw in that video, right, there was a theory that there was a large landmass that Alfred Wegener, as you can see his name here, we'll go back to slide 4, Alfred Wegener called this landmass Pangaea. So this is him right here, Alfred Wegener. So he's a German scientist and meteorologist, and he noticed, Alfred Wegener, that the coastlines of Africa and South America fit closely together. So kind of like I showed you earlier. So they kind of look like puzzle pieces that can be connected. So in 1915, he had this theory called continental drift. So continental drift is that theory that the continents were once joined together. Okay, so that's what the theory is called, and that's a question you'll have today, right? That they were once joined together. Now, they call this supercontinent, right, that were once joined together, let me switch my colors here. They call that supercontinent Pangaea, and it means all lands. So he was very particular about why he called it that. So let me move this up. So Pangaea began breaking apart, right, as you saw in that video, it started to break apart about 200 million years ago. They started to drift apart. So they used to look like this picture here, and eventually it drifted apart into what we know as our world map that we looked at a few minutes ago. So it took 200 million years before they realized that. So here's what it looked like before, right? And this is our last slide. So let me erase this here. So here in this first picture, this is 225 million years ago. This was Pangaea in the beginning. So it took another 25 million years, right? Later, so 200 million years ago, right? At this point, now we have our continents are not as attached as they were here, right? So there's making a difference. So now let's go back to our pen. So then now we're moving from here. This is 200 million years ago to 150 million years ago. Now you see how they're kind of separating, right? This is North America. This is Asia and Europe. So they were all connected like in our video earlier. Here's South America and Africa. They're still attached. Then we move to 65 million years ago, right? And notice the names of them: Triassic, Jurassic, Cretaceous. This is when our dinosaurs were around. So here we have more of this. They're kind of separating even more so. Then we move down to present day. Right now, this is what our world map looks like. And what I want you to also remember is that, again, we had those dinosaurs there, but what we'll continue to learn about this week is that there's evidence, right? So they're not just saying, oh yeah, this happened for sure. There's evidence of it. And we're going to talk about the evidence in the next few days